Hey Amsa, what's up? It's Matt, back with the Succeeding in the Match video blog. And this week I'm back with a tip on both the hardest and easiest question you're going to get on the interview trail. And that's the question of, tell me about yourself. And I find that people don't often kind of mentally prepare for this question because they think, I'm me, I got this, I know this answer. But at the end of the day, I found that people kind of make two cardinal mistakes whenever asked this question. The first is really not providing any sort of information whatsoever. And that's when people kind of often will say, well, my name is John, ... And it becomes awkward because the interviewer actually has to step in and ask another question when that's a really kind of softball style lob of a question to you. And also is your opportunity to kind of direct where the interview is going for the rest of the interview. And then the other end of the spectrum is the person that talks entirely too much about themselves. The person that just goes on and it kind of gives me an entire autobiography of their life. And no offense, but I was bored 5 minutes ago. So think about this. Really find a happy medium. Prepare maybe 4, 5, 6 sentences at most about you that are simple, kind of quick pathway to how you got to sitting in that chair that day. And I think actually thinking about this in advance, perhaps even writing it down is a really good way to prepare because you're going to get this question everywhere. So for example, if you want to hear my quick one that I used on my interview trail, it's, well, my name's Matt Stull. I'm originally from South Jersey, where in a county where cows outnumber people 2 to 1. Yes, we do have a reputation as a garden state for a reason. I went to Bucknell for my undergrad, where I studied bio and psych with a real concentration and focus on social justice. I then continued on into medical school in the University of Pittsburgh, where I became really interested in education. I find that really to be one of the great equalizers. And then I actually graduated from the University of Pittsburgh, took a year off to spend an awesome year in Washington, D.C. with the American Medical Student Association, where I really got to essentially tie the threads of social justice and education together to really work on advocating on behalf of those who are being educated currently. And last but not least, I come here ready to take the next step in my journey in the field of emergency medicine because I find that a fascinating field where I really get to help those that are in most need at any point in their life. With a lot of issues and potentially teach them something in even just a brief interaction. And so that's me in brief. And I hope that is helpful. That's essentially my quick story. You notice it's 5, 6 sentences, brings you through who I am, where I'm from, what I studied, and what I'm about, essentially, without rehashing my personal statement, without going into too much detail, but still giving them the highlights of my resume. And they have lots of stuff to choose from, to pick from, to talk to me about. So I hope that helps you, and best of luck, and I'll see you soon.